This story is 100% creepy and 100% true. And to prove that, I have video evidence.
We love you, Winnie.
I've been waiting a long time to tell this Reddit story about the Whistler. The story requires a lot of details, but it's unexplainably creepy. And it's 100% true, bro. Like I said before, I have actual video evidence. So when I was about like 8 years old, I was taking my dog for a walk through the neighborhood with my mom. It was maybe 11 p.m. We live next to a swampy slash woody area on the edge of our neighborhood in Lansing, Michigan. I remember it being very quiet. It was very silent and slightly windy. From down in the swamp, like we heard somebody was whistling. From down in the swamp. It sounded sort of like a bird, but each whistle was different enough where the lack of consistency made it human like. The whistle sounded higher and then it would sound low. I can't describe it. Like I said before, like it's pretty unexplainable. My mom had this very concerned look on her face, like she was terrified. Like she looked at me and then she grabbed me by my hand and said, "Yo, we have to go." And then we ran like inside quickly. I didn't understand because I was too young, but seeing my mom freak out like that made me freak out too. And after a while though, I kind of forgot about it. So time goes by. 2 years later, I was taking my dog for a walk again. Late at night, there's this large bush that could easily like obscure a person. Like it could hide somebody standing behind it, just next to the front door. As I was finishing the walk, the whistling noise, like the one that I heard 2 years ago, started again. Same pitches, same inconsistencies, bro. Just like a human. As soon as I heard it, bro, a chill ran right down my spine as I remembered exactly the feeling of seeing my mom, that terrified look on her face down at the swamp. It's just something I couldn't forget till this day. I ran inside as fast as possible, bro. I left my dog outside. Years went by, and I thought about it less and less. Just like the first time. There's first time I also thought about it less and less. I told only a handful of people, and eventually it slipped out of my mind. Fast forward to last summer. I'm now 24, started dating my girl named Sarah. We moved out of South Dakota for work, and for Independence Day, we decided to go to the pier and watch the fireworks along the bank of the Missouri River. There was this free camping spot that like we would go and just pitch our tents and just hang out and see the fireworks up by the river. We were near the end of the campground, and there were very few people around us. As it was getting dark, the fireworks began. They were pretty far away, so the illumination they brought was very little. Thus, we had to sit right at the edge of the river to be able to see them. A huge thunderhead was like moving, and it was imminent. So the air seemed electric, and the wind was picking up. The atmosphere was eerie to say the least, bro. The police boats herded all the other boats off the river and had left our area to do that elsewhere. Most of the other campers walked up to the river to have a better view of the fireworks, but Sarah and I stayed and were drinking, tall boys and kicking it, bro. Suddenly, we heard a sound of a paddle, like methodically dipping into the offshore river, bro. Sarah decided to go get some more beers from the car, leaving me alone to stare at this mystery person, bro. And then, of course, they whistled at me. This is the first time I had ever like seen a embodiment of this whistling person. My entire body froze and I was covered with goosebumps. It was the exact same time the Whistler from my childhood, more than a decade like earlier. Like it was that exact same time, bro. In the year. I looked at the figure, but it was like very dark to discern like who it could be. They're wearing a hat, that's what I know. And they were perpendicular to the from the shore and me, bro. They stopped paddling, turned the canoe to face directly at me, bro, and whistled right at me. I was so scared. I stood up and shouted at them, "You, who are you?" They didn't say anything, just whistled a couple more times, turned the canoe 180 degrees, and paddled out of sight, bro. I'm a videographer, so I already had my camera by my side and I was taking a video of the fireworks. As the canoe was almost out of sight, I grabbed my camera and I got a shot of them whistling as they went away. When Sarah came back from getting the beers, she was mad confused as to why I was like covered in goosebumps, like why I was so terrified, like I was distraught. When I explained, she was freaked out. She was freaked out a bit too, but she could never be as freaked out as me because I've been seeing this, bro, for the past how many years, bro. When I explained, like she was freaked out, but not as much as me. I was convinced we would both get murdered that night, bro. Like, how did that whistling person follow me for up to 14 years all the way to South Dakota, bro? Was it a coincidence, bro? Or was it the same whistling guy? Ah, man. So many questions are still unanswered till this day. I'm more afraid of being outside in the dark where I might hear the whistling guy again. I'm open to any explanations in the comments. So, yeah. So when I was still getting the shots of the fireworks, I heard the whistling start again, bro. I was too afraid at that moment to point the camera directly at the canoe. So I just turned my microphone towards it and kept the low-key shot facing down the river towards the fireworks. If you wear headphones, you can actually hear it much better. It sounded like a two-note whistle. I then low. You can hear me asking my girlfriend, "Are you whistling? Is that you?" She said no, but I wasn't sure, so I told her to stop it because I was getting scared. I mean, I've been traumatized for the past 14 years, bro. The last shot, I boosted up the brightness so much that like I could see and still make out the person in the canoe. It looks like they were wearing a red sweater or something. So yeah, I don't know.
You whistling? Is it you? Stop it.
Yeah, so it's been a while since this happened, and I'm back in the US now, and I asked my mom about it, like about the Whistler, and I sat her down, I played her the video, the one that you just saw. I'm actually gonna upload a clip of the Whistler, actually like the guy in the canoe. She told me that she honestly doesn't remember anything like that happening. Isn't that crazy? I wish I had something more exciting to say, like the Whistler came and killed my dog or something like that, but nothing really exciting happened. So yeah, man. By the way, this isn't my story. This is a pretty popular story from Reddit that a lot of people still haven't heard till this day, and I just wanted to bring that to light. Yeah. Use my supporter creator code in the Fortnite item shop. Use code YesWinnie in the Fortnite item shop, and like this video and subscribe, and yes.
We love you, Winnie.